So our second Thursday concert on August 14th begins with an interesting festival event.
Yes, that is a conglomerate of previous winners of Battle of the Baton. And now all of them will compete with one another.
For the opportunity to conduct,
this time not Stars and Stripes, as they know very well now by heart, but unknown to them march by John Philip Sousa.
That will be fun. I don't remember the last time I heard the PMF Orchestra play a Sousa march.
I don't think we ever did any.
And why not?
And now we're going to do it, and it will be very fun, like a culmination of this movement of Battle of the Baton.
That's right. And then the program itself, and you have often in symphonic cycles, this will be the second Brahms Fest evening. You've contrasted the music of a composer, Shostakovich or Sibelius or what have you, Dvorak most recently,
right,
with other styles, and here it's French-influenced music.
Exactly. We will start with the overture by Berlioz, and this time it is again the first performance of his overture Le Roi Lear, or King Lear. Again, it is result of a great deal of research and trying to find among works of very famous composers something which is not that known, because obviously this piece is not as familiar to our public as Roman Carnival Overture. However, it is a very interesting piece of music, and it is a very substantial, because it's not just a short overture but of 7-8 minutes like Portsmouth Point.
Right.
Right. But it is much more substantial, about 15-16 minutes long, like a mini symphonic poem with a depiction of various aspects of this drama of Shakespeare. This piece will be followed by a very interesting piece by Frank Martin, one of my dearly loved composer, who was not French, he was Swiss, from Lucerne. And this piece actually is being done for the second time by Peninsula Music Festival. We've done that piece before. Long time ago. I think it was still in Gibraltar School Auditorium. It is a little concert symphony for 3 solo instruments, for harp, harpsichord, and grand piano, accompanied by 2 string orchestra. It is a wonderful, magnificent, delightful jewel, and will feature again our own artists from our own orchestra. And those artists are you. Start practicing.
I am.
Marshall Abella on harp and Julie Jackson on piano.
It's a very unusual combination of instruments, with the 2 plucking instruments. Well, the harpsichord is a keyboard instrument like the piano, but it plucks like a harp.
Yes.
And so...
And the harpsichord is right in between.
That's right.
Because it's like harp, but it has keys.
That's right.
You see?
So it sort of bridges the gap between the 2 instruments.
That's right.
That's right.
Anyway, it will be just a wonderful opportunity for us to highlight our own talent of our artists.
And a nice musical contrast between the drama of the Berlioz and then, of course, the Brahms.
The Brahms is speechless. The second symphony, I have no words. If you want to say something about it, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say something about the Berlioz, in that it's always important to remember his fascination with Shakespeare. Of course, everybody's familiar with the story of the Symphonie Fantastique and his idée fixe, which really had to do with his fixation on a Shakespearean actress, Harriet Smithson. And Berlioz, of course, set other works based on Shakespeare. And it was a very important influence for him. And as far as the Brahms goes, whereas the first symphony has a gravity and darkness, although it warms up so wonderfully in the inner movements and then the last movement with its theme, the second symphony starts in a much sunnier way, and you're instantly reminded of the environment in which Brahms so frequently composed, which were the mountains, the more alpine
and the
region.
lake.
And the lakes.
He was on the lake in the south part of Austria, in Carinthia. That's just an area.
right.
And on that lake, he composed two works together, the Second Symphony and Violin Concerto. And both are incredibly sunny, warm and pastoral and positive and just glorious and sheer madness of love and huge, just a spirit, love of nature, love of human life. It is such an optimistic, magnificent music. I can never get tired of it.
And filled with such singing melodies, it really makes your heart sing to hear it and perform this piece.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to this concert so much, like to every other.